bullpens, but by the 50s, most artists were working out of their house, and I can tell you there is nothing more exciting than working in a room by yourself. And you tend to come up with things to make things more interesting, or to see if the editor will catch it. I mean, I've got a romance comic that, you know, they're in a clinch, and in the foreground, there's like a little sculpture sitting on a door, and it's a dog taking a crap. The thing you're going to see tomorrow night, you wouldn't believe all the hidden penises on comic. And they're not too hidden. But, you know, I think, you know, we cartoonists are a weird lot. We're not superstitious and cowardly lot, we're just weird. And you want to have fun with this stuff. And some of the stuff just becomes odd with age. You know, like the Batman, you know, gay pride thing. Obviously, that had nothing to do with it at the time, but now it has a whole different thing that I can subvert for my own evil purposes. Yes, David.
Yes, basically the reason they did all that crazy stuff was to sell the books. They were trying everything they can to find something to buy the books.
Yeah, I don't think they were saying, "Hey kids, buy Lois's crotch." But yeah, you know, but I didn't even notice that stuff when it was coming out. But you're right. All of this stuff is from an era where people understood that the cover of a comic book is a sales tool. And that really seems to have been forgotten completely. It's just like, well, let's make this look like a cool poster. But in general, they're not selling you what's inside. They're selling you something that is just kind of off in its own state. It doesn't seem to relate to anything. And when I was a kid, I'm sure some of you that are older probably felt the same way. It's like, I gotta slam my dime down because I need to understand the explanation for this cover. and it's a good way to sell comics. I don't understand why somebody doesn't at least occasionally try this. I mean, I've got others. Remember when Marvel had, it was Marvel 2-in-1, and there was this supervillain called the Pharaoh, but on the cover they used his shadow, and it looked like Batman was going to come meet the Thing. Anybody remember that cover?
Yeah.
I mean, there's lots of stuff out there, and you never really think about it because most of us were just buying this stuff like you know, robots on automatic pilot. But afterward, you start looking through your collection, you go, holy crap, I didn't know this was on the cover. That's what makes it worth having for me.
Got a question?